So first thing we're going to take a look at for Nicole is the internal and external rotation of her hips. Basically, we're trying to get a picture of what her actual hip capsules kind of look like and what the position of her hips are. So if we look at her right side first, scoot toward the end of the bench a little bit. Good. The first thing we're going to do is we're just going to kind of block this off and see what her internal rotation looks like that. And we're looking at about, I don't know, about 15 to 20 degrees. So we can see this is a little bit limited, but it's more of a left to right that we're trying to assess here. So it's not like we're looking up in a textbook like you should have this amount of degrees. By taking a look at the asymmetries, we can take a look at what your hips actually look like. So we've got about 15 to 20 degrees here, a little bit. When we look at our left side, we've got about 5, maybe 10 degrees, right? So we can say that there's more internal rotation on your right leg than there is on your left leg, right? They definitely should both be more. We would love that, but we can say that there's an asymmetry. So this is more restricted than this one. Now, if you look at her right leg in terms of external rotation, even though probably Nicole does a crap load of pigeon stretching, yeah, so this is fairly limited. And then when we look at this side, we can say that this has a lot more, right? So we look at it probably about 20 degrees on her right side, but her left side has about 25 to 30 degrees. Now, obviously some of that could be coming from laxity through her knee, but I'm going to assume that it's coming from her hip joint itself. Now, when I was doing that, okay, so one symptom that she just complained of is SI joint pain during external rotation of her left femur. This is not uncommon just because you're already in an externally rotated position with your hip. We'll go through that in a second. But when you try to externally rotate an externally rotated position, you're just going to be continuing to exacerbate an already restricted problem, right? So if you're in external rotation and you're trying to slam it further, it's almost like the e-brake is on and then you're trying to pull the e-brake more, you're just going to have stress in the system. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's a internal external hip rotation kind of deal. The next thing we're going to do is what's called an adduction drop test.